An attempt on Monday to break up a sit-in outside of the Defense Ministry where demonstrators have been pushing for a quick transition to civilian rule after President Omar al-Bashir was ousted last week. Earlier, the country's main protest group, the Sudanese Professionals Association, or SPA, called for people to continue with the sit-in and for any attempt to dispose of them, or rather disperse them. SPA spokesperson Sara Abdelgalil now joins us on the line from London. Sara, a very good evening to you and thank you so much for talking to us. What is the latest on the situation?
Hello, hi, good evening. I hope you can hear me well.
We can hear you, thank you.
Today, just about less than an hour ago, there was a press conference held by the Sudan Professionals Association. The press conference have stressed that the Sudan uprising continues. We will not accept a military council to lead the transitional period. We will keep on until we achieve the Declaration of Freedom objectives, which are the complete handover and step down of the power by Omar al-Bashir and his regime, not only Omar al-Bashir, unconditionally and peacefully. And we are proud that we are leading a peaceful resistance for the last few months. The second request is a civilian government during the transitional period, based on expertise and competencies, a state council that has representation, and the army and the police are represented in the state council as well.
So I'm just curious about the state of negotiations. We understand that Sudan's foreign ministry is appealing to regional and international agencies to support the military so-called coup leaders or those who consider themselves an interim administration. What is your understanding of this? Are they trying to curry favor with the international community?
We see that this military council is a continuation of the regime, and the international community should not support a coup or a military council that stands against the will and of the people of Sudan. Today, there is unity among politicians, among professionals, among civil societies and community leaders, and it is very clear the military council, which is a continuation of the regime, does not represent the hope of the people of Sudan. As well, the international community should not support any coup anywhere, because that's against the international agreement and recommendations and commitments, and it's something which is against democracy, freedom, and human rights. So overall, we have an international foreign office as well as part of the SPA, and we are reaching out to policymakers to state that supporting a coup...
Sara, allow me to come in here and answer this question. The SPA itself, whom does it represent? In the beginning, it was said to be non-partisan, but we had political parties or organizations coming in to join. So how many organizations or individuals are represented now? And are they all in agreement about the transition period or the roadmap to that?
Yeah, so the Sudan Professionals Association started with about 8 bodies, and at the moment we have 13 to 14 bodies, and more are joining us. Each body represents a group of professionals: doctors, engineers, lawyers, teachers, vets, pharmacists. So we represent the expertise. We represent the working force in Sudan and even in the diaspora.
Question: do we know the whereabouts of President Omar al-Bashir?
We understand that he is in house arrest. Where, and we don't know, but should he be in house arrest or should be, really arrested and investigated? That's another question.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's the SPA, Sudan's People's Association spokesperson, Sara Abdelgalil, speaking to us.